We're going to get a little bit more plyometric now, so we're going to get a bit more of that kind of bounce and jump going in, and this is where I want you to be really, really mindful of how your body's feeling, because it's very low level, but we're going to get some jumping in, and obviously as weeks go by it's going to start to feel more uncomfortable, and there will come a point where we should be doing this anymore. Okay. For now it's fine though. Straight leg kick outs, which if you remember the drill where we're trying to get that bit of plyometric pop off your forefoot and get the leg kicking out straight, so you're getting used to an active foot plant and that kind of tendon engagement. So you're going to get a little lean forwards from the ankle, but keeping the heels on the ground, so a little lean forwards from the ankle, pelvis tucked under, arms at 90 degrees, and all we're going to do is really focus on a good dorsiflexion from the ankle, so you're really going to focus on lifting the toes, and you're just going to pop body up nice and tall, and really try to keep the hips high, so the hips aren't dropping on foot straight, right? Don't worry about that, it's all good. So hips really high, dorsiflexion of the foot, popping off that sort of mid to forefoot. Let's give it a go. Okay, relax in the right position on the midfoot. What's happening a little bit, this is a really subtle difference, okay? What's happening a little bit is you're getting a bit of like a foot slap, okay? Which I know is part of that is a neuromuscular bit with one of your ankles, but both feet actually we're getting a bit of kind of, actually you want that really stiff. So that if you can imagine that dorsiflexion not changing through the whole movement, so the ankle position doesn't change. So rather than sort of patting the foot down to the ground, we're going to keep that really stiff throughout. So it's almost like it's just one construction from hip right down into your forefoot. If you can imagine, it's quite a hard thing to get your head around. It's really about engaging properly through tib and really getting that dorsiflexion. Otherwise, always good, okay? So just toe flexion this time. Hips nice and high. Tuck that pelvis under. Better. Okay, and relax. Cool. Cool. It's that kind of stiffness that you get. We want that bit of stiffness because it's going to be getting those tendons firing rather than loading your muscles quite so much. All right. Repeaters. Repeaters are the funny one that we've done in the past, and I've said sometimes the easiest way to get your head around them is to kind of not think about it too much and to think more about the sound of the movement as opposed to specifically what you're asking your body to do. So it's the one where we're looking to have one foot hit the ground, quite stiff leg, almost like we've just done, and then the other foot to come down very quickly afterwards. You bounce up, and then you have come down, down, bounce up, down, down, and bounce up. So, the upper body position is really similar to what you've just done. The arms can maybe be a little bit more relaxed. Upper body position is really similar. This one you really have to get that core engagement because the bounce loading is a little bit greater on this one. The force is a little bit greater, and I want that strong. So just get that hop and that pop, and it's just go with it. Okay, relax, relax, relax. Thoughts?
I could do it before, I can't.
What do you feel is different?
If I'm thinking too much. I don't know.
Okay, just pop that in. What's that?
You do a few.
see already that heel coming down much better. Good. It's great. It's much better. Still temptation to come up a little bit to sort of we're trying to avoid looking like a pony trotting, right? So it's the first half of that was really good, I think. Mid-foot, heel was coming down much more, and it's more kind of it may feel like a greater impact, but you're getting more force out of that impact. So just try to hold that all the way to the finish. Otherwise, it's really good. Plenty of pop with the elbows, okay? So plenty of drive. We're focusing on this one, actually, we're focusing as much on up as we are forwards. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, drive up. Yeah, good. Let the heels down. Midfoot. Cool. Relax, relax. It's one we can work on because it's not too intense and you should feel okay still, relatively. Not uncomfortable. All right. I want you to do a couple of short strides. Head down towards the fire extinguisher, and I want you to just do a really short stride, 80% maximal speed up to where I am, which is going to be 10 metres further along. We're going to do a couple, and then I want to repeat the drill you've just done. Okay, and relax. Do you feel your foot strike is changing since you? In what way?
Maybe a bit more flat.
I think we've got a little bit more heel strike going on, which is natural because I think we can afford to just get a little bit lighter on the feet. So before you start this time, I want you to, the position that you got yourself in where you're tilting the pelvis and leaning forward slightly from the ankles, I want you to get yourself into that position, arms above your head, and I want you to fall forwards into the first stride. So I want you to imagine like you're falling forwards, light on the forefoot, just like you were doing on some of those drills. Midfoot, forefoot. So we're going to reach the arms above the head, and as you fall into the stride, just carry that momentum forwards. Running on clouds, much better. Love it, much better. And ease down when you're ready. Cool, good, good, good. That's loads better. That's loads better. That's probably, from when we've done it in the past, that's probably the drill that we can do most work on, because what tends to happen is you come up into that forefoot position, it really overemphasises sending your hips back, because what you're trying to do is launch yourself up in the air, and to get that power from your forefoot is quite hard. You need a stiffer foot strike, and when you come up onto your forefoot like that, when your foot lands, we're just getting a little knee bend, so you kind of almost cushion, you're having to cushion a little bit. By keeping a leg straighter, it's a more powerful movement. It may actually feel less comfortable, but it's a more dynamic and powerful foot plant, which is what we want. And in the marathon, in particular, ultimately, no matter how you're running, in the last 10k, you're probably not running on your forefoot so much. You're going to be much more, ideally, midfoot striking, but maybe even heel striking. You kind of need to get your body used to that midfoot strike, rather than being really up on your toes.